Okay, boys. Thunderbirds are go.
Really, Joe? Must you watch that ridiculous children's program? I'm trying to pilot the TARDIS correctly.
Come on, Doctor, this is my teenage years. Well, Thunderbird, Stingray and Captain Scarlet, amazing TV shows with the technology they had back 8 years ago. It all looks so real.
Well, remember, it's all marionettes, you know? Simply some strings, some explosives to make it all happen. I don't see why you're so interested in it.
Well, it gives me something to do while you're playing with the TARDIS. What are you doing, anyway?
Well, I'm trying to get us back to Unit HQ. Like you said yourself, the Brigadier will be wondering where you've got to.
Wouldn't the Brigadier be wondering where you are as well?
I've never been an official employee of Unit. I just assisted the Brigadier during my exile on Earth. I did tell him that once I had the TARDIS working correctly again, I would leave at once. But you are still a member of Unit. You could very well be court-martialed for leaving your post.
And that's why you're trying to land the TARDIS at the time after we left?
That's correct, Joe. Yes, top of the class. We shouldn't be much longer before we materialise. Go back to your Thundercats and I'll let you know when we've arrived.
Thunderbirds, Doctor, not Thundercats. Really, Doctor, you had to land the TARDIS just as I got to the good... Doctor, come out here.
I'm on my way, Joe. I'm just sorting some of the TARDIS's circuits.
Now, Doctor, please.
Okay, Joe, okay. I'm coming. Now, what are you... Well, we cannot be in the right time.
You think? So much for 1973. Where are we?
Well, we're at Unit HQ, Joe. It's a matter of when we are.
I'm still getting used to that. So, when are we?
Well, the TARDIS is adamant on the instruments that this is 1973. Must be a fault in the circuitry.
Another fault with your faultless TARDIS again, Doctor.
Just a little fault, Joe, nothing major. But I'd love to know when we are.
I wouldn't mind going home, like my time home, not whenever we are.
Well, someone must know where we are. Come on, Miss Grant. Let's go see if we can find someone around.
You two, stay where you are!
I told you I heard voices. Look, both aren't wearing suits.
Sorry for the confusion, gentlemen. We must be in the wrong place.
Do you even know where you are?
We're in the headquarters for UNIT, the Unified Intelligence Task Force.
This facility hasn't belonged to UNIT for years.
Have you both been in the facility long?
What does that matter? We need to quarantine them.
Quarantine? What on earth for?
We haven't done anything to be contaminated.
Regardless, you've been breathing the air in this facility, therefore you must be quarantined.
But you haven't explained why we need to be in quarantine.
You don't know?
How can you not know what's going on? It's everywhere right now.
Everywhere in London?
London? Pardon me, miss, but this is a global pandemic.
Global?
As in worldwide?
I'm afraid so, miss.
Now please, could you come with us to be quarantined? It really is for your own good.
Certainly. Come on, Joe.
Tell me, George, are the scientists working on this formula close to cracking an antidote? I'm not sure how much more I can take isolating in this old shack.
I understand your pain, Harrison, my old chap. I haven't been able to go home to see my family since this has all started. I'm not sure how the vaccine is coming along, or if it's coming along at all.
Dr. Peach receiving.
Oh, here we go again. Yes, I'm receiving, over.
We found two people inside the facility, an older male and a young female, both without any protection. We've placed them in quarantine awaiting yourself. Over.
Would you like me to sort this one, George?
No, it's okay. Okay, I'm on my way. Which ward are they on? Over.
Ward 7, Dr. Peach. Thank you. Over and out.
Best of luck.
I think I'm going to need it.
Hello? Can anyone hear me? Look, I'd like to know what's going on and why we're in quarantine.
Well, you may as well wait, Doctor. We can't go anywhere else.
That's what you think, Joe. I've got the sonic screwdriver in my pocket.
Maybe it's best if we do wait here. After all, they wouldn't quarantine us for nothing.
Good afternoon to you both. Now, I believe that you were found in the facility with no protective face equipment. Is that correct?
Yes, that's true. Now, I've been asking for a while. What is happening? And why are we in quarantine?
What are you talking about, man? How can you not know?
Just pretend I know nothing and explain from the start. Why are we in quarantine? And what for?
Well, it's rather an odd one, but I'll go along with it. The world is currently in a lockdown due to the outbreak of the coronavirus.
Coronavirus? What on earth is that? I've never heard of it, man.
There are so many theories on how the virus started. Some are saying it was because of people in China that were, was it a bat they were eating, I think? Others are saying it was scientists that were trying to make some sort of formula in a lab, and they created the virus instead. I've no idea what to believe, to be honest with you. The virus soon spread and you don't actually show symptoms for around 2 weeks. By then you could have spread it all over the world, which is exactly what's happened.
If you don't mind me asking, what year is this?
The year?
Just go with what he said, Doctor. Pretend we know nothing.
It's currently April, and the year is 2020.
A little different than 1973.
Oh, I don't know what you mean by that, my dear, but you're right there.
And I'm guessing this space is used as a test facility.
Well, no, not really. They're using places other than hospitals, as the hospitals are just filling up with patients, and they cannot cope. How you even got into the facility, I don't know. There are armed guards on the gates, you know.
Never mind how we got into the facility, Doctor. The fact is, we are here.
And here is where you're going to stay. For 2 weeks.
Yes, I was hoping you wouldn't say that.
I shouldn't worry too much. You'll both be kept fed and watered. We're not monsters, you know.
Well, we do appreciate what you're doing, Doctor. Sorry, what was your name?
Oh, I'm sorry. Where are my manners? My name is Dr. George Peach. Myself and my colleague Dr. Harrison Plum are the only other doctors in this facility.
Dr. Peach and Dr. Plum? If only you were both professors as well.
Funnily enough, madam, yes, we are both professors at Oxford University teaching young students of medicines.
Professor Peach and Professor Plum.
Sounds like Agatha Christie's trying to play Cluedo.
You've no idea how much we hear that joke, madam. I do need to ask, what are your names?
I'm Josephine Grant, but everyone calls me Jo.
And I'm known as Dr. John Smith, but people usually call me the Doctor.
Another doctor? What are you a doctor of, may I ask, Mr. Smith?
Just Doctor will do, thank you. And a doctor of everything. Science, history, medicines. You could even say time.
A doctor of time? What are you, a watchmaker?
You could say that, yes.
Well, if there is anything you need, just let me know.
A television would be nice.
I'll just pass the time in my own way, thank you.
Well, if you do change your mind, Doctor, just let me know.
I was wondering if you had a television channel that has Thunderbirds on it.
Oh, not your Thundercats again.
Thunderbirds, Doctor, not Thundercats.
You're in luck, Miss Grant. I have the whole season on 2 films on DVD.
DVD? What's a...
She would love to. Thank you, Doctor.
You're very welcome, Doctor.
Virgil, away you go. Right, Father.
Here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say...
Doctor, please, do you have to?
I'm just passing the time while you're watching your Birds of Thunder.
Crazy fools.
I wonder.
Doctor, I know that you're bored, but do you have to keep doing that?
I'm just passing the time, just like you are.
Well, if you could pass time without doing what you're doing with the sonic screwdriver, I'd appreciate it.
If you say so, Miss Grant.
Doctor, please!
Just passing the time, Miss Grant. Keeping this place clean is the way forward, isn't it?
Do you have to?
I'm just passing the time, Joe. Did you know that the composer, Christian Gottlob was Beethoven's piano teacher? What a wonderful job he did. After all, if he didn't, we wouldn't have this piano piece of music, would we?
If you could pass time without doing what you're doing, please.
I could use a sonic screwdriver again. Dr. Peach, Dr. Plum, anyone?
Yes, Doctor. You called?
Is it time that we can finish this ridiculous quarantine now?
Only a couple more days, Doctor. Patience, dear sir.
Allow me to congratulate you, Dr. Peach. You're the first person who has made me stay in one place without going anywhere else.
What about the Time Lords, Doctor?
Time Lords? Well, who are they exactly?
Oh, do ignore what she said. She's just talking nonsense. I suppose I could just watch Thunderbirds with you, Joe.
I'm not watching Thunderbirds anymore, Doctor. I'm watching Stingray.
Anything is better than sitting here doing nothing. You know, I must say, Joe, this is a fantastic program. But it's all a load of poppycock.
How is it?
Fish people living underwater. It just doesn't seem real enough.
What about sea devils, Doctor?
Alright, you've made your point.
Good morning, Doctor. Good morning, Miss Grant.
Good morning, Dr. Peach. Do join us and watch Stingray if you'd like.
Well, I'm here to tell you that you are free to go. It's been just over 2 weeks and neither of you have shown any symptoms.
Oh, must be. I was just getting into this program as well.
Quite annoying when someone does that, isn't it?
Okay, you've made your point.
Well, in that case, you're both free to go home. But you must wear these face masks on the way out. Just to protect yourselves.
Oh dear. Must be, Dr. Peach.
If you don't, you'll have to stay for another 2 weeks in quarantine.
I'll have the mask.
A great choice, Doctor.
Well, thank you for everything, Doctor. Sorry if we annoyed you with our boredom.
Don't you mean your boredom? Thank you for everything, Dr. Peach.
Come on, Joe.
Hold on, Doctor. You'll need to be shown out.
No, it's okay, thank you, Dr. Peach. We know the way out.
What a couple of strange people.
Before we do anything, Joe, follow me.
Why? Where are we going?
To the medical bay. I need to examine us both.
Well, didn't you hear Dr. Peach? He said we haven't shown any symptoms. We're clean.
Yes, you're right. But imagine if we took that back to 1973 with us. We would start a global pandemic.
I see your point.
It'll only take a few minutes each. TARDIS should have the virus cell scanned into her databanks and should pick it up.
You say should a lot, don't you?
Medical bay, please, Miss Grant.
Unauthorized capsule now arriving in London Bay.
Thanks again, lads. It really is a great resort that you have here. Hello, Doc. Thanks for coming to get me.
Well, I couldn't leave you here, could I? Besides, we've got to go pick up Ryan and Yaz. You're ready to go after your venture on midnight?
Yeah, it was fun. I even did the shuttle bus to the Sapphire Waterfall. I'm pretty sure that I caught a tan.
That's a great trip. Highly recommended.
I was thinking of something, Doc. I'm currently living in 2019, and I was wondering what it was like in a couple of years, like 2020 or 21 or even 22.
We avoid 2020. We're not going to 2020.
Oh, steady on, Doc. I only asked what it was like.
I can't tell you the future of only a couple of years. You can make something of it. But under any circumstances, we are not going to 2020.
Loud and clear. Should we go and get the other two?
I know what you're doing. You're changing the subject so you can ask about 2020 later.
Let's just go and get Ryan and Yaz.
I'm not telling you what happens, Graham O'Brien.